up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Kicking the car channel off with a banger. If you're just stopping in, I'm known in the biohacking community, crazy ass PD abuser, but have a massive passion for cars, and you guys already see the fucking title. I wanted to kick it off with a, you guys see the title. About to go see the refrigerator for the first time, but gonna be letting go of the X5M. So I had an E70 X5M. I'm gonna be trading it in for the Trackhawk, and yeah, this is the final drive in it. 2011 E70 X5M motor, I believe it's called. And yeah, it's sad to see this go, but moving on to bigger and much bigger. I'm gonna be doing all my car builds as well as working with my tuner to provide informational, educational content. So if that interests you, this is the channel for you. And I am also going to be doing motorcycle contests. So this is my Ducati V4S 2018 and an S1000 RR. This will not be a staple of the channel. This bike is already sold, but you'll still see it on the channel. My friend's buying it off of me, but this will be the main moto vlogging bike. Has a full Krapovich exhaust, and I'll be doing a couple modifications to it. But yeah, bike channel, car channel, and just look at that SUV one more time. Like, my goodness. I feel like the E70 X5M, I mean, the lines on this car are just timeless. I feel like it's one of the best SUVs, looks-wise, ever made. And it's sad to part ways, but I think everyone's excited for the title, so let's get up to the dealership. It's in Erie, PA, NFI Empire. I want to give them a shout. They're super easy to work with. And yeah, we're currently in Pittsburgh, so if you guys are local, I'm going to try and, put the fucking Pittsburgh car scene on my back and really get the underground scene moving here. So yeah, if you guys know local guys who want to meet up and do shit, hit me up on Instagram at Russo Lifts. Otherwise, let's get and see my new whip. Alright guys, this is the final cold start I'll ever hear this thing. It's a sad day, but one more time for you guys. I mean, that twin turbo V8 just sounds crazy. But I think the next car we're going to get, we're going to make it sound just a little bit better because it's supercharged. Alright guys, final car wash. Have to have it, polished up when I do the trade-in. But like I said, as an X5M owner, I've owned this car for almost a year now, and I really don't have any complaints. I think if you can afford a $40,000 SUV, I got into this at $20,000. Like, if you have the allocated capital to maintain this, the handling's amazing. It shoots fireballs. It's just overall all the heated steering wheel, all the luxury amenities. And this is a 2011. I honestly would pick this over a new $40,000 SUV if the mileage was right. Once the mileage gets around 100,000, then you're looking at rod bearings. But if you can wrench on beamers yourself, this car's a gem. And if you can get into one around 50,000 miles, I mean, I just love the handling. We're gonna hoon this one last time on the way up to Erie to trade it in, but it's like everyone was like, oh, don't buy that, it's super unreliable. I did have to do coils, but other than that, nothing crazy, and I enjoyed my whole experience with it and knew what I was getting myself into, right? I had to allocate the capital set aside to maintain it, but it didn't eat up my wallet as bad as I thought, and just the looks I get, the head turns, people who know what this is, and other people just think of it as a regular X5, but that's my ownership. I've owned this since 70,000 miles, and there's 93,000 miles on the clock, and I drove it across the country and didn't really have many issues with it, to be honest. And I'm really sad to part ways, but everyone's gonna love this Trackhawk. Guys, the final fill up. Starting to cry more and more. So I only put Shell or BP in my cars and bikes. So if you're putting anything besides Shell and BP, then you're putting shitty gas in your car. That's my 2 cents. I get way better MPG on V-Power than any other gas. And that goes through my naturally aspirated cars I've owned as well as my turbo cars I've owned. I notice a tremendous difference in fuel economy, so it does actually pay to pay a little more at the pump for the better gas, which is BP or Shell. Alright guys, I'm kind of emotional honestly letting go. It's really like dating a stripper with a gambling problem. Like, you just wanted to keep going and going, but like I said, last final drive in the E70 X5M. Dante, do one more big pan of it. I'm sad.
Any last words?
I don't know, Dante, what do you think of the car? What do you think of the car?
I think it's time to get more power.
It is time to get more power. 650 horses wasn't enough. Let's go see what we came all the way to the middle of nowhere Erie for. But one last glance. That's the end of the X5M. But we're about to see something way crazier.
Hey guys.
What up?
What's up, man? I was just watching one of your videos.
Really?
Yeah. Elliot.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. So you probably want to see the Trackhawk, huh? Cool. Welcome to NFI. This is kind of next to Atlanta. You can see we got the rim wall here. This is where we do a lot of our photography. Speaking of the photographer himself, what's going on, guys? Nick Samsel.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you guys. Got a little shoot going on right now. We just got this Mustang in. So our motto is drive something cool. So it sounds kind of cheesy, but that's what we're all about. So yeah, we'll take you across the street, show you where the builds and stuff go down.
So you guys have a lot of local foot traffic retail, or is it mostly like online sales?
Most of our stuff's online. I would say it's probably about 60-40 or 70-30.
So this is the man who put the monstrosity together. So this is not, you know, your walk-of-the-mill Trackhawk here, obviously.
No, not at all. No,
let's just go into what's all behind the scenes on this thing.
So this has a factory blower on it. It obviously has some different pulleys, different fuel options. The motor was taken out. It is now a 7-liter 426.
And for the audience watching, it comes at 6.2 liter out of the factory.
Yep. So now it's 7 liters, 426. It put down at all 4 wheels about 960 horsepower. That was at all 4 wheels. There's the general number thrown out for drivetrain loss at all 4 wheels about 27%.
Mm-hmm.
So figure add another third to that if you want a roundabout crank horsepower number, but we like to measure real horsepower at the wheels.
Yeah.
So all 4, not the rear wheels. It's about 960, and it's got some more room to go for sure. It's built, everything in it's done, custom ground cam. It's got some valve train work done. It's ready to roll. It's all Manly internals. We did do a brand new transfer case in it. That is the weak link in the Trackhawks. After the build was done, we put a brand new one in it just to make sure it was going to last the longest, because there are no current upgrades for the transfer cases. It's ready to roll. This thing is, it comes alive instantly. This thing is
More grunty down low?
yeah, yep. It's instant. It's pure displacement. You know, 7 liters. So That number also, it's worth adding that there's no nitrous in this. That's pure motor power. There's no spray. There's nothing hiding. That's all engine.
The wrap is beautiful.
Satin, pearl, white wrap.
I mean, I don't know if the camera's gonna do it justice, to be honest, because like in person it just pops.
That was our biggest issue with this color, this wrap, was photographing it and getting that pearl and that in that satin to show up. It looks like you just draped a piece of silk over this thing. Is we did do an Eibach lowering kit on this and a full B Woody suspension upgrade. So
That stops the hop.
yeah, it strengthens everything. It stops the hop. It do the suspension stuff. We do the B Woody front and rear diff braces as well. That adds a lot of integrity there.
We'll show you the other Trackhawk, their crazy ass one that's gonna most likely. Did you guys break the world record yet, or?
Not yet. We're actually doing these couple of upgrades.
I see it's on beadlocks right now. So
Yeah,
you guys,
we would
last
love-
time I talked, you said you couldn't get the rims set up for it.
We got them. So we've
awesome
got
to hear.
some 20-inch bead locks. Once we get that dialed in, we'd like to get with you and run the two.
Yeah,
of them.
for
So,
sure.
try
I mean,
to
for a
upgrades.
daily driver Trackhawk, I mean, I don't think it's much better than this build at all.
We're in Erie, Pennsylvania, and Justin drove this to Nashville and back.
And it's got like 1,000 horses and it daily
At the
like a
wheels.
normal car.
Yeah,
with a
it's-
stroker kit.
Yep.
Which is crazy to think about.
And this interior too is not that common. Most of the Trackhawks, when they were ordered, were ordered with the upgraded leather packages. So this was kind of skipped over, but we wanted the wrap to go with the interior and kind of tie the wheels in just with the wrap. Just keep that look flowing through the whole thing. Those are Ferrata wheels. We did Pirelli tires on it. So you have another smaller pulley here. So this will get you more power. This
Is
will.
those figures you gave me with the other pulley attached?
So the high end figures are with this pulley on E85,
Okay.
right? So that tune can be swapped at any time, and we can also do some remote tuning with in collaboration with the guys that worked with us on it.
Who put this together?
Serious Horsepower in down in Texas. They did all the internals on the motor, and they are one of the best shops that we have worked with as far as tuning for Mopars. Absolutely fantastic job. Those guys really know their stuff. And we also, once it got back up here, we did upgrade. These are all new. We did new idlers, tensioners, and some other additional pulleys on here, just to be able to take the strain of the extra power.
No, I love the way it's stanced. I feel like it's stanced.
It
Perfectly.
does have a K40 radar detector, front and rear, and laser jamming front and rear as well. What do you think?
I'm just like in shock still, so I'm just coming down, honestly.
I remember the photo you took in Pittsburgh, which is cool that it's going back to Pittsburgh. It's almost the best is when it's dark out.
Right.
So
So yeah, if you guys look in these,
we looked at doing a satin black wrap, but
it blends perfect.
right, yeah. Credit out to Brandon down at Tint World in
Tint World's real big.
Monroeville.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're real big.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job on this.
No,
Looks incredible.
It looks perfect. The line, I'm ecstatic. I'm kind of like a dead monotone nerd, but like internally, I'm like on cloud nine.
The black one, and we've tried to quiet it back down. I mean, we've tried different
Quiet it.
cats. We've got factory mufflers on it, and without putting the resonator back in, it just won't. It barks. It's loud.
Let's go see the black one real quick, and then
Yeah,
we'll
get that on video.
obviously finish business after. All right, so I picked out, the daily driver, suitable, only 1,000 horsepower Trackhawk. That's not enough for these guys up at NFI Empire. This one out here is their baby, and before we go out, because the windsock we forgot for the microphone, he's gonna give the lowdown before we hear it.
This one is it's still, for all intents and purposes, a brand new Trackhawk. It's not been run at the strip yet. It bought it brand new. We did a 4.5 liter Whipple supercharger on it. It's got
Like bigger than most engines.
yeah, yeah. It looks good. Wait till you see it. We did Kurt Dusterhoff did a custom grind camshaft on it. Did a fully adjustable valve train. The fuel system's completely upgraded. It has a full 4 Innovations triple pump system in it. Pro torque converter, obviously full suspension,
Full built
exhaust.
trans,
Yep, everything's is essentially done. Nitrous system in this is we're actually not even going to run it at the track with the nitrous. Once we dial this in and set some numbers, we may actually end up pulling everything apart and redoing our setup at the motor. The nitrous system wasn't intended to produce any power. This setup that we have is absolutely ridiculous. There's 4 10-pound bottles of nitrous in the back. Custom carbon fiber tray. It's all fully removable. We designed it quick release with 1 pigtail and one manifold, so that it all comes out and a factory load floor goes back in, and it can be a daily driver. So that is only a 50 shot. When we redo it, we will have a full direct port system and run it to its potential with some more modifications.
So I don't want like you to reveal the secrets, but like right now, what is it sitting around numbers wise, and like where do you foresee it once you have it like dialed?
Right now it is, we'll say it's over 1,100 at the wheels. Yeah, so after that, probably looking about 200 or 300 more horse at the wheels. It's got 20-inch, all 4 20-inch weld bead locks on it.
Like those wheels must be one-offs, right? I assume.
Not one-offs. For what we know, that is the second vehicle in the world with them. So we are running Mickey Thompsons on them. We actually just got them on there. We're doing, like I said, we're doing some upgrades right now to the front diff bushings. The amount of power it's putting down right now already.
Does it hook?
Yeah, yeah, it hooks. Yep. We just a few launches. We've already stretched out a few differential brackets and blew out the factory bushings. So we're actually custom making some bushings right now to try and handle the power that it's actually putting down.
Like what is the record on the quarter right now with the Trackhawk?
It is about 9.4. It's a little bit over 9.4 in the quarter. So we'd like to get high 8s. So
high 8s,
which is
a Grand Cherokee.
Grand Cherokee. Yeah. It's
aerodynamics of a brick.
It doesn't sound like a big difference in time, but that's a lot.
Dude, 8s is extremely fast.
Yeah. And that's full interior, air conditioning, not taking anything out, you know. Honestly, our intention is in the high 8s, no prep, not even on a track, not a prep track. So, full exhaust. We've got cutouts on it.
Was this like a customer car that like start off the little Trackhawk build and now you're sitting with like the world's fastest Trackhawk, or was this like right from the start?
Yeah, right from the start. Yeah,
we're gonna try and do it.
All or nothing. So, as the record has been set, and we've waited for parts, and you know.
Yeah, you told me over the phone about the. I mean, when you're the first to do it, though, that's what you gotta do. So.
Yep. So we don't just want to break the record. We just want to completely reset it. Even if anything else is being worked on out there, just totally, they have to rethink everything.
Mm-hmm. All right, enough talk. Let's see this thing. Put the mufflers back on it?
Yeah, it's got cats and mufflers. Yeah.
What does it sound like, catless?
It's
that's unbelievably loud.
So we wanted a slight theme to it, and thinking through it, you know. sandblasted them,
Yeah,
and
get in on
actually
that.
powder coated lucifer into the calipers. You can probably see it better on the front one because it's so massive.
Brad, have you got this thing? Have you wheelied this thing?
It hasn't been run with these new tires on it. We actually have a set of 22-inch custom-made Anarchy rims in satin black that have in red. They machined 666 into the center caps. Custom wheels coming, but this will be we bought all of our employees this car to be able to take to the track and do whatever they want with and have fun. They got us to this point. They got us to the level that we're at, so we wanted to do something for them.
That's awesome, you guys.
So let's put down like 600 horse wheels.
You're familiar with these, right? You know about the launch mode and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very touchy, the brakes and the gas. So I'm just getting used to that, dude. It's I mean, I'm super happy for you. Especially like, seems like you guys are just grinders, man. So
I'm a
respect the
hustler,
hard work.
yeah.
But we're sad to see it go too. But
I mean, you guys, like I said, I told Brad, like, I would love for you to bring the black track.
oh
up,
yeah,
and we bring them back together.
no doubt.
Wow, first driving the Trackhawk, Dante. What do you think?
I think it's pretty cool. A lot more power than the last one we just traded in.
Yeah, the X5M, like this stroker.
You're good,
like,
by the way.
The stroker is something else. Like, it's not gonna convey on camera, but like I am like ever so slightly touching the
like-
gas.
It's real sensitive
So sensitive.
compared to the last car.
Yeah, 100%.
You'll probably get used to it quick though.
Holy shit! Alright guys, I'm not playing around with this car channel, right? The bodybuilding channel I've been hustling forever on, and it just feels like work to me, and I'm gonna continue my bodybuilding shit, and you know, that is my passion, and biohacking is my passion, but you know, the car channel is like me more having fun. You know, I saved up a lot of money to do this car channel properly. I have 3 really cool builds, and I've teamed up with the greatest tuner in Pittsburgh, Nima from Octane Fabrications, which he will be helping me out with all my builds, as well as we will be doing video reviews of each individual custom build that he builds with the owner. So this channel, I'm going balls to the wall. Me and Dante aren't playing games, and I am more than excited. Like I said, I got the refrigerator, I got Mopar, JDM, and European cars myself with a Ducati, and I'm gonna be making content with all of them, as well as featuring Nima for the educational content. So please keep me posted on what you guys want to see on this channel, but run up that like. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs as fast as possible so me and Dante can set up monetization on this channel, which really isn't for the money at the start, rather to get the videos into recommended. So run it up, subscribe with the bell, and like I said, you're gonna see this baby ripping. You're gonna see my other 2 vehicles, which I have yet to reveal on the channel. They are finishing up soon, but I'm so happy. Like, I'm so happy. I had dreams of doing a car channel like 3-4 years ago. I realistically didn't have the money at the time. Should have just, you know, continued focusing on my bodybuilding ventures, my business ventures, and generating more capital to allocate towards a fun channel like this. But I'm just being straight with you. I'm always straight with my bodybuilding audience. You know, I plan to make my value from these cars off the cloud, off the channel in the long run. So that's what I'm grinding for, right? I'm grinding for that. I'm not, you know, beating around the bush with that, right? The whole goal is to have a successful car channel and to continue swap out these cars, do builds that you guys want to see, as well as feature super unique builds, a bunch of custom builds that I've never seen anywhere on YouTube. Like I said, I'm sitting on a gold mine with this car channel, and I've been just so antsy. You can ask Dante. I've been so antsy about making this first car video, and I'm glad I kicked it off with a fucking banger and got the refrigerator, the 1,000 horsepower refrigerator. So let me know what you think of the first video and how you want the videos to go from now on. I will see you guys in my next video.